Hello, my name is Fresi Anna Atam, leader of Group 5. Introduction. Unsafe behavior are more difficult to recognize and correct because they involve human factor. An unsafe behavior is any act or behavior that deviates from a generally recognized safe way or specific method of doing a job and which increases the probabilities of an incident. Example of unsafe behavior is an industrial setting include lack or improper use of PPE and bypass or removal of safety device. Many are quick to blame unsafe behavior on untrained or inexperienced workers. However, behavior is directly related to skill level. In fact, the more skilled and seasoned an employee is, the more likely they are to engage in unsafe behaviors has been reinforced over time. If an employee has never been hurt while doing their job in unsafe manners, it's more difficult to convince them that the consequences are real. An incident can be result of one of the others, or it can be result of a combination of the two. Unsafe behaviors, more than unsafe conditions, are impossible for the majority of occupational injuries and incidents. Injuries of incident. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Morrison, and today I will be present about a background of construction site. A construction site is an area or piece of land where construction work is taking place. Sometimes construction sites are referred to building site. This usually implies that building or house are being constructed. Construction sites cover a wider scope of work. This could refer anything from a house extension, landscaping project, road, or bridge construction. This also huge engineering projects such as a crossrail development or the creation of a new power station. Land is generally classed as a construction site when it's handed over to contractor to being work. Across the construction site, multiple activities often taking place at different times under the same plan. The key role working on site. Every construction project is different, and the workers contractor require will change depending on a task in hand. Many construction projects will be made up of core specialists from the industry. However, including site manager, engineering, architect, surveyor, operative, and skilled trained people. In addition, to this rule, there could be 100 of other people working on a construction project, from estimator and accountants to legal expert, health and safety advisor.
Potential hazards at a construction site can include fall from height, electrical hazard, machinery accident, collapsing structure, hazardous material exposure, and fire hazard. For the point one is fall from height. At construction site often involve walking on elevated platform, scaffold, ladder, or rooftop. Worker might slip, trip, or lose their balance, leading to potentially severe fall. Without proper fall protection system like guardrail, safety net, or personal fall arrest system, the risk of injury or fatalities increase significantly without proper fall protection measure. For the point two is electrical hazard. At construction site have a high percent of electrical equipment and wiring. Construction site have a complex network of electrical wiring and equipment. Worker can be exposed to lead wire, faulty electrical connection, or inadequately grounded equipment. For the point three is machinery accident. Like heavy machinery such as crane, bulldozer, and excavator are commonly used in construction. Construction workers frequently walk around heavy machinery and equipment. Struck by hazard occur when a worker is hit by a moving object such as a for the point three is machinery accident. Like heavy machinery such as crane, bulldozer, and excavator are commonly used in construction. Construction workers frequently walk around heavy machinery and equipment. Struck by hazard occur when a worker is hit by a moving object such as a vehicle, crane, load, or swinging equipment. For the point four is trench and excavation hazard. Worker in trench or excavation can face risks like cave-in, which can bury them under soil or debris. Cave-in is one of the most critical trench hazard. A cave-in occurs when a wall of the trench collapses, burying worker under soil or debris. This can happen due to factors like unstable soil connection, inadequate shoring, or pressing heavy rain. For the last point is health hazard. Health hazard in the context of construction site refer to factor or condition that can adversely affect the well-being of worker, potentially leading to short-term or long-term health issue. The first example of health hazard is airborne contaminant. Airborne contaminant is one of health hazard like dust, fume, and particle generated from activity like cutting, drilling, and grinding that can lead a respiratory issue. Prolonged exposure to this contaminant can cause conditions like occupational asthma, bronchitis, or lung disease. Thank you.
Good day to you, Miss Wani. I'm Christina Alexander, and today I want to present about the unsafe behavior at construction site. Construction sites are known for their inherent risks and potential danger, making safety a top priority. However, several factors contribute to unsafe behavior at these sites, leading to a higher likelihood of accidents and injuries. These factors include a lack of training, inadequate supervision, communication barriers, fatigue and stress, time pressure, and peer pressure. Understanding these contributing factors is important in developing strategies to promote a safer work environment and minimize the risks associated with construction site operation. First is lack of training. Many construction workers may lack proper training on safety procedures and protocols. Without sufficient knowledge and understanding a safety guideline, workers are more likely to engage in unsafe behavior and perform tasks incorrectly, increasing the risk of accidents and injuries. For example, a construction worker who has not received proper training on operating heavy machinery may lack knowledge of safety protocol, leading to accidents such as collision or equipment malfunction. Second is inadequate supervision. Insufficient or ineffective supervision at construction site can contribute to unsafe behavior. When workers are not closely monitored or provided with clear instructions and guidance, they may take shortcuts, ignore safety protocol, or engage in risky behavior, endangering themselves and others on site. An example of inadequate supervision could be when a construction site foreman fail to monitor workers' adherence to safety procedure. This might result in workers using faulty scaffolding or working at unsafe height without proper fall protection, increasing the risk of fall and injuries. And number 3 is communication barriers. Communication breakdown can hinder the dissemination of safety information and instruction. Language differences, cultural barriers, or even poor communication practice can make it difficult for workers to understand and follow safety guidelines, leading to unsafe behavior and potentially hazardous situations. Imagine a construction site where workers come from diverse backgrounds and speak different language. If there are no bilingual supervisor or interpreters available, it could be challenging to effectively communicate safety instructions, leading to confusion and potential accident. Number 4 is fatigue and stress. Construction work often involve long hours, demanding physical labor, and tight deadlines, leading to fatigue and high level of stress among workers. This factor can impair concentration, decision-making abilities, and physical coordination, increasing the likelihood of mistake and accident. When construction projects face tight deadlines, workers may be required to work long hours or additional shifts, leading to fatigue and stress. A fatigued worker operating heavy machines such as a crane may have slower reaction time, increasing the likelihood of accident and injury. Number 5 is time pressure. Construction projects are typically bound by strict deadlines, pushing workers to work at a fast pace and potentially bypass safety measures to complete tasks more quickly. Time pressure can lead to rush work, insufficient attention to safety detail, and disregard for proper safety procedure, putting individual at risk. For instance, in order to meet deadlines, workers may feel compelled to take shortcuts such as bypassing safety checks or not wearing appropriate PPE to save time. This could put them at risk of encountering hazards like falling objects or exposure to hazardous materials. And lastly is peer pressure. In a construction environment, peer pressure can influence unsafe behavior. Workers may feel compelled to take risks or engage in unsafe practice to fit in with their peers or meet certain expectations. This could include not using personal protective equipment or PPE, or cutting corners to save time, compromising their own and others' safety. In some construction crew, workers might be influenced by their peers to take risks. For instance, if colleague mocks the use of safety harnesses, an individual may feel pressure to forego using one, disregarding their own safety while working at height. Thank you.
My name is Chang Xiao Yi. My part is unsafe behavior at workplace. Unsafe behavior can reach due to various factors such as a lack of training, adequate safety, time pressure, and even organization culture that safety. It is important to address factors to promote the safer environmental. Unsafe behavior at workplace can include not wearing protective gear, rushing tape, and protecting machinery. For example, not using safety equipment and failing to follow safety procedure. Unsafety behavior workplace can reach due various factors. Some of the include is lack of training. Included training of workers can lead to them to being of proper safety procedure. And second is time pressure, that the project should and can workers to run through tasks, potentially overlook safety work. Second, the last is personal protective equipment is PPE. Is important to use PPE can put workers at risk of the accident and injured. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Vivian. I'm a SEM4 student and I'm going to talk about how to reduce unsafe behavior at workplace. So as we all know that unsafe behavior could bring more harm than good, and it could cause illnesses, injury, and even death to your workers. So for the next slide, I'll talk about how to reduce unsafe behavior at your. So for the first step is we're going to training and education. Organization can lower the risk of accidents and injuries by giving workers the information and abilities they need to do their job safely. So here are some pointers of efficient instruction and training. So first thing first is to give clear and conscious direction, which means that we have to give them a clear instruction, use plain languages and even illustrations so they can understand better how to do their job. For the second step is to tailor training to the job. So various tasks and jobs may call for various sorts of trainings. So for example, workers who handles chemical may require particular training on how to do so properly to make sure that employees have the knowledge and skills they need to perform safely and to customize their training to the particular requirement for the position. And the third one is to use real life examples. So using example from real life can enhance the effectiveness and engagement of training. So discuss how certain workplace injuries and accidents might have been avoided by sharing personal experiences and concrete examples. Okay, so for the second step is to plan a series of mindset changes in order to effectively alter crucial employee habits. So these are the essential that we need. The first one is to reward self-control. So positive enforcement should be used by organizations to promote desired behavior. So for example, if any of your employees do good, and you should reward them with some things so they can be like, oh, I should do more good than bad. So you have to make it clear that safety comes first. So the leaders must make it clear that there cannot be any acceptable trade-offs between productivity and safety. If they want to have a strong safety culture, they must first follow the safety rules. And the next one is to build a soft habit. So every manager, they have to develop the skills necessary to recognize systemic problems and to promote a culture of communication. So for instance, an operator must be able to recognize risk, manage them, and contribute to a supportive, caring team atmosphere. And next is to set a good example to your workers. So what it means by set a good example, it means that seniors or leadership must treat everyone with respect. So for the third step is to avoiding common unsafe work practice such as not wearing personal protective equipment or not following the procedures, taking shortcuts, ignoring warning signs, and etc. So last but not least is to improve the safety culture at workplace by communicating, foster an environment that shares ownership of safety tasks, and implement a good safety culture. So that is all from me. Thank you.
Hello Miss Mani, my name is William Matthew. So today I'm going to explain about our company policy regarding unsafe behavior. So firstly, our objective is to contribute construction on any industry locally or overseas. So our company acknowledge all of our employees as our valuable asset. So we implement the implementation of OSHA 1994 standard, which is available for all the employees. So to achieve our company visions, we will provide safety first, stop work policy, as well as the healthcare policies, and then the following direction to ensure safe and secure work conditions. So these are some of the company's work safety policy regarding unsafe behavior. So first is to implement work safety and management system, which is suitable risk assessment of unsafe behavior, which all employees are authorized and responsible to this policy. And secondly, we got to provide the required resources, multidisciplinary teams of competence person, such as safety officer, to manage the workplace safety and health issues of any unsafe behaviors among the employees at our workplace. And then thirdly, we got to evaluate the work conditions of employees and to improve safety and health performance and prevent unwanted safe behaviors or careless or dangerous act of the employees to avoid accident and workplace illness. And then we got to regularly and continuously check on reports by addressing with legal authority OSHA 1984 safety standards of any complaints from the employees due to unsafe behaviors of any bullies, sexual harassment, or any dangerous act on the workplace due to reduce the risk of injuries and diseases by setting up objectives and targets. And then we got to have regular workplace safety and health check to all of our employees at least once a month to ensure the health status of the employees and to ensure their well-being. And then lastly, we got the company policy that accident prevention is our primary concern regarding of all employees. So every employee is expected to comply with the company's safety policy as well as the OSHA 1994 safety standards. So our managing director is our leader, Fashian Atam, the managing director of Berjaya Construction Sdn Bhd. And then that's all for me. Thank you.
For the conclusions, promoting a safe and secure environment at a construction site is of paramount importance. The potential consequences of unsafe behavior, ranging from minor injury to a tragic accident, underscore the necessity of adhering to rigorous safety protocol and fostering a culture of responsibility among all workers. By providing comprehensive training, ensuring the proper use of personal protective equipment, enforcing established procedure, and encouraging open communications, construction site can become a place where the well-being of workers and the public is a top priority. Ultimately, the collective effort to eliminate unsafe behavior will lead to a safer and more productive construction industry for everyone involved. That is all from me. Thank you.